Welcome to today's webinar on digital transformation, migration from legacy using SAP BTP and integration suite. We'll explore how to modernize legacy systems and streamline business operations by leveraging the powerful capabilities of SAP BTP and integration suite. Firstly, let's go through the agenda. Uh, the agenda for today would be first, we'll introduce ourselves. We'll try to give you the overview of who we are and what exactly do we offer. Then, since this is a series of large webinars which we have already organized, I'll briefly recap what we had covered in the previous webinars for those who may have missed them. And then next we will define what exactly is composable systems and explore the capabilities of BTP and integration suite and how it plays a critical role in enabling composable architecture, helping businesses integrate across multiple platforms. After that, we'll walk you through a real-world use case which we have implemented, leveraging the trial SAP environments for BTP and the integration suite, and to show you how these tools come into action. And finally, we'll come to a Q&A session where you guys can ask us some questions about these platforms. Hello, everyone. I'm Gurpreet Singh Bhui. I'm an experienced solution architect with over 13 years of expertise in digital transformation. I've designed scalable and innovative solutions that address complex business challenges. I'm also well versed with agile methodologies, ensuring that we create solutions that are not only effective, but are also adaptable for the future. In addition, I have extensive experience working in SAP BTP and the integration suite, helping organizations modernize their legacy system, streamline their operations, and operate seamlessly across cloud and on-premise platforms. Nafis?
Hello, everyone. My name is Nafis Khan. I'm a solution architect with over 10 years of experience working with SAP Commerce. My areas of expertise involved in integrating SAP Commerce with ERP and third-party solutions. In the past, I have successfully led multiple projects, mainly focusing on the digital transformation. And I'm also passionate about helping businesses leverage technology to solve real-life problems and improve productivity. So in our today's session, we will, before we kick off the session, we will show you like who we are. So Reply is a global company headquartered in Italy that specializes in consulting, system integrations, and digital services. Reply is also a living network of 130 plus companies worldwide. Okay, so Portaltech Reply, which we are, is one of the company within the Reply network. And there are over 15,000 employees and 30 plus offices across the world. And last year's our revenue for Reply was 2.1 billion euros. That was the figure from 2023. Reply offers different services that includes customer experiences and digital commerce, artificial intelligence, supply chain management, cybersecurity, design, IoT, and many more. Portaltech Reply. So Portaltech Reply is a Reply group of company, and our specialized area is like customer experience and customer engagement solutions. Portaltech UK is a part of the four sister companies, UK, Italy, Germany, and US. We have like 25 plus years of experiences delivering SAP Commerce solutions. We also have like 850 plus SAP experts, 350 plus certified developers. Portaltech offers advisory services and system integration services as well to help small, medium, and large scale businesses. And we are also gold partner of SAP, and we successfully received SAP Pinnacle Award in 2022. We are also an official partner of Shopify, Cloudinary, Covio, Contentful, Alokai, and Akeneo that you can see in the logos below. How we can help. So Portaltech Reply offers advisory services. We offer like system integration services to help companies upscale their digital commerce capabilities. And some of the services are listed down below. Like you can see consulting. So we define a roadmap to meet your business objectives. We also help with the implementation. So we have expertise in SAP Commerce, Shopify, and all the logos you have seen like Cloudinary, Contentful, Covio, Alokai, Akeneo, and integration with SAP and non-SAP ERPs. Okay, so we have experiences on those areas as well. And then we support we also provide support, post-production support, hypercare, post-production and hypercare. We do support with the monitoring and update and enhancement of your system. We also help with the migrations. We help businesses to migrate from one platform to another. And we also provide services on performance and automations.
So as I had mentioned that this is a large series of webinars which we are presenting, let's just quickly recap from the past webinars. So before we recap the topics, these were the topics which were covered in our previous webinar. We have dived deeply into the critical topics of how business in the B2B sector can adapt to ever-evolving digital landscape. As many of you know, B2B commerce faces unique challenges compared to B2C, particularly when it comes to complex sales models, customer relationships, and large-scale operations. The goal of that session was to show how digital transformation can address these challenges, enhance efficiencies, and drive growth. We explored three primary use cases implemented with SAP, ready for a real-world development. These use cases demonstrated how digital solutions like streamlining purchases journeys and advanced order management system can improve efficiencies. We also discuss how the innovations help for future-proof these businesses by integrating new technologies like generative AI and SAP BTP and S4HANA. So let's see the pain points which we had discussed. We discussed that the B2B sales usually faces a number of critical pain points which often hinder the growth and the efficiencies. So a quick recap would be first is the long sales cycle for manual processes and outdated systems and which slow down basically the deal closure. On top of that, the lead generation for the customer retentions becomes much more difficult when the business struggle to connect the dots between marketing, sales, and customer service. Another significant point is the lack of integrated CRM systems, which lead to a poor visibility in customer data, making it harder to manage relationships effectively. Longer processes, data silos across departments add to this complexity, preventing team to access right information when they need it the most. We also talked about the challenges around pricing, compliances, and the regulatory issues. Which are becoming complicated as the market evolved. Without the automated systems to handle these businesses, risk falling behind their industries. Additionally, limited access to real-time information and the lack of self-service options frustrate these customers who expect a quicker and more transparent service. Finally, the lack of smooth integrations between the systems create a more inefficiencies. Without cohesive systems that can communicate effectively, business face a bottleneck that slow down the productivity and limit the ability to scale the operations. In today's webinar, we'll be addressing how these pain points can be resolved using SAP BTP and the integration suite, helping you streamline your processes, improve customer experience, and unlock new level of efficiencies. For those who had attended, I hope this brief recap refreshes your memories. And for those who had missed, today's session will build up upon these foundations. We'll be focusing on SAP BTP and the integration suite and can further accelerate how these things can further accelerate your digital transformation of your journey of enabling seamless integration across platforms, helping you migrate from legacy systems and ultimately driving great efficiencies across innovations. So the importance of composable systems. So let's talk about why composable systems are important. They help businesses overcome the challenges which they had which I had discussed earlier. Composable systems allow you to build flexible modular architecture that integrates seamlessly across various platforms and processes. This approach provides a number of key benefits. Composable systems ensures customers have consistent, smooth experience across all the touch points from the initial order to the final delivery, whether they are interacting with your businesses online or over the phone or in person. The experience remains the same as a unified, which is essential for building customer trust and loyalty. By integrating systems and reducing manual processes, composable architecture help to eliminate duplication of effort. This reduces operational cost significantly and maximize profitability by ensuring resources are used efficiently where they have to be. One of the biggest advantages of composable system is flexibility. With integrated systems, it becomes much easier to adapt a new technologies which are obviously coming up new. Whether you're implementing new softwares or changing the workflows, or the modular nature of composable systems allow you quick adjustments. The integrated systems help to reduce downtime. They can predict potential issues by monitoring operations real time, enabling faster troubleshooting and quicker resolutions. The minimize interruptions to businesses and ensures continuous smooth operations. When manually processes are automated, employees can focus on higher values and task driven innovations and growth, streamline workflows, and lead to significantly productive gain across organization as people spend less time on repetitive tasks and more on what truly matters. Composable systems centralize the data in one place, which eliminates the errors across multiple disconnected data sources. With a single source of truth, all departments have the access to the same accurate information. This not only improves the day-to-day operation, but also supports better decision making at every level of business. Silos between the departments can slow down the business processes and hinder the communication. Composable system break down these silos by enabling real-time access to information across all departments. This leads to better collaboration, faster decision making, and improve efficiency as teams work together seamlessly. By automating these key tasks and streamlining processes, composable system enable faster product development and delivery. The particular this is particularly important in today's fast-paced environment where ability to respond quickly to customers' demands can be key and completely and competitive and advantageous. Lastly, integrated systems offer an end-to-end visibility across your entire supply chain. This helps optimize inventory management, reduce delays, and ensures smooth and logistic operations. In the end, lead more efficient operations and happier and more satisfied customers. In today's changing digital world, having a composable architecture is essential for staying agile and competitive. It is also a building foundation that allows your business to integrate, scale, and evolve with ease. Let's have a look how BTP helps us with these pain points and uh, all these composable systems features which we had discussed earlier. Legacy system, as you may know, often depends on manual processes and disconnected platforms. This leads to several key challenges like data silos, slower response times, and higher risk of errors. In today's fast-paced digital environment, these limitations can prevent businesses from going and staying competitive. That's where the modern solution of SAP BTP and the integration suite comes into picture. By leveraging the SAP BTP, businesses can migrate these outdated and manual processes into a fully automated cloud-based platform with the real-time integrated platforms. SAP BTP offers a powerful cloud-based environment where you can develop, manage, and integrate various applications. One of the core benefits of BTP is it's to ensure that your system remains connected and scalable. The platform's capabilities is in extensibility, data management, and AI-driven insights give you tools you need to drive the innovation and transformation your business process. On the other hand, SAP Integration Suite acts as a glue that binds all these different systems together. Whether you are working with SAP Commerce or SAP S4 HANA or any other third-party application, Integration Suite ensures a seamless data exchange and real-time information flow between all these platforms. This creates a fully connected ecosystem that follows the business operations efficiently without the usual data silos and the bottlenecks which we had discussed earlier. The end result is you'll see faster time to market, new products and services available, improved operational efficiencies, reduced errors, and most importantly, a significantly better customer experience. These are tangible benefits that come from moving away from legacy system and embracing the more integrated and the automated approach with SAP BTP and the integration suite.
So we have talked a lot about BTP, but before I describe what BTP is, what are the offerings from the BTP, it is very important to highlight that today moving into the cloud technology is very, very important for any business because it enables business to scale up efficiently. It also reduces the infrastructure cost and also improves the flexibility. So SAP BTP, what it is basically. So SAP BTP is a comprehensive PaaS solution. It offers a product as a service solution. It brings together the data and analytics, AI, artificial intelligence, application development, automations, and integration into one unified environment. So BTP provides a cloud-based environment, which basically solves your problems with the business, because today is very important to understand that every business needs to go into the cloud, where business can develop, extend, integrate applications without having to manage underlying infrastructures. Now, SAP BTP is one-stop platform that offers wide range of services, which I'm going to talk about, to support a digital transformation, and that helps us solve integration pain points that we have highlighted earlier. So before we go there into SAP BTP, when you subscribe to SAP BTP, you will have like different environments. Today we'll get an opportunity to see like what are the environments offering from the SAP. Normally, it comes up with different environments, and it has their own specific focus. So one of the environment is like Cloud Foundry, which focuses on the use cases like application development, extensions of SAP systems. When you have examples like SAP S/4HANA or cloud native microservices architecture. Then another type of environment you can opt in for Kima, and then Neo and ABAP as well. So ABAP is like using the extensions for S/4HANA. You can still use the custom ABAP applications. You can still use your ABAP knowledge basically in the cloud. So some of the services, let's talk about some of the services of within the BTP that is offered. So one of the services offered is database and database management. So it comes up with like SAP HANA Cloud. So you can get HANA Cloud onto the BTP. It is what is HANA Cloud? A managed in-memory database platform that allows you to process high volumes of data in the real time. Also, you can opt in for data intelligence, which provides you orchestration services for integrating them and managing complex data environments. Then analytics, you can opt in for, and we will see all this when we go into the demo, like how you can like subscribe to this from the marketplace. Analytics, you can opt in for. So analytics, SAP Analytics Cloud is like a cloud-based analytics services that offers business intelligence, planning, and predictive analytics in a single solution. Then also intelligent technologies are available, like in the modern world, AI Core and AI Foundations framework is also available. This is a framework to build and integrate AI, artificial intelligence into business processes. Then it also comes up with the application development and integrations, which we have also touched upon, and we will go into details today as well. One of the offering is SAP Integration Suite. It's a very powerful platform, a comprehensive integration platform for connecting cloud and on-premise applications, including SAP and non-SAP systems. So our focus will be around the integration suite today. So let's try to understand what is integration suite. Integration suite is a cloud-based platform that offers business connect applications. It offers like you can transfer data from one system to another systems. It helps also not just the cloud systems, but also the on-prem systems. And there are like, it's not just limited to the SAP. It's also like you can leverage non-SAP systems. Some of the capabilities and advanced features I would like to highlight here in this session is like it comes up with the pre-built integrations. That means like you do not need to start everything from scratch. There are lots of integrations available from SAP that you can reuse And we will see some of the examples in the demo session today, like you will see how the data can be transferred from the S/4HANA to SAP Commerce Cloud and vice versa. And we will be using completely out of the box approach today. We are not gonna having any custom approach. So, but it also allows you custom approach. If you want, if your business needs to rebuild from scratch or maybe reuse from what we have from the SAP available, that is also possible. So there is a tool called Design Tool, which you can, which helps you to build your custom solutions. The interesting fact is like integration suite comes up with the many adapters. There are lots of adapters supported. So you do not need to, it actually ease your life. For example, you are not on SAP, you are working with some other different technologies. And then you need to connect with the system, but you do not want to change your infrastructure as well. You want to say, okay, I'm consuming like, let's say, OData services. I'm consuming data in the JSON format, for example. The third-party system says I can send you in the XML format. Fine, we can still accept it, and SAP integration suite will help us to do the transformation. So we can transfer the message from the source to the target and then send it across to the target system. There are some event mesh system that is supported from event like SAP event mesh, which is like a service within the SAP integration suite that allows asynchronous communications between various applications by utilizing the event-driven architecture. So we'll see some examples today as well in our session, like when the customer will be created in the ERP, how this customer with the event-driven feature architecture, how it will utilize it, how the customer will be like communicated to the SAP Commerce system. So we will see some of the examples in our session today. What is our approach? So what we are basically going to do today, and you might have seen our agenda, and I'm sure that a lot of audience are excited about this session, which mainly talk about the use cases. So let's see what is going to be our use cases today. So in our use cases today, basically we are focusing the data exchange, how the data exchange will happen between two systems. Okay. For this demo, we have considered S/4HANA as a ERP system, but not necessarily it has to be S/4HANA. Like I said, it can be also non-SAP ERP system. But just to have a one demo on this, we will be assuming S/4HANA is an ERP system, and SAP Commerce is like our e-commerce platform that you see on the right-hand side. And in the middleware, which is SAP Integration Suite, one of the offering from the BTP. So first use cases we will be doing today in our session, we will be creating a customer or updating a customer, existing customer within the S/4HANA cloud. Okay, so we will have one customer, we will create a customer there, and then with the event-driven features, we will see like how this data is transferred to the SAP Integration Suite. And then what exactly we are doing in SAP Integration Suite. We will also show you like the very interesting feature of Integration Suite called monitoring services. Like you can monitor the messages. You can see on the real time what's happening with the messages. If there is any failure, if there is any issues with the integrations or communications within the system, you will get to know well in advance. So there are like monitoring tools available. We will explore that as well. So first use case is like the creation of the customer. We will create one customer. It will come to SAP Integration Suite. We will see like how the transformations are happening. So for an example, in the use case one, what we are doing, the SAP HANA Cloud is sending a data in the format that is not accepted by SAP Commerce. It's in the IDOC format, SAP standard IDOC messages. In SAP Integration Suite will help us to transform the message into the language, into the protocol that is understood by SAP Commerce. So in SAP Commerce, we have exposed OData services, and we will transform the message and send it to the SAP Commerce. So this is going to be our use case one. Use case two, what will happen? What we will do once we have a customer, we will browse through the catalog. We will log in into the portal, and we'll show you the portal, like how that portal is developed in-house by us, Portaltech Reply. It's an accelerator developed by enhancing the out-of-the-box B2B accelerator. And we will log in into that system. We will browse through the catalog, and we will try to buy something today. Let's see, we will go into like buy a couple of products. And then finally, our agenda will be to focus on the second use case, wherein we place an order in eCommerce platform. And what will happen next? After placing an order, the order will be handshaked to the S/4HANA. Means like order will be first sent to the SAP integration suite. So here we will send like OData message to integration suite, and now SAP HANA Cloud, they understand like IDOC. So the transformation of the messages will happen on the integration suite, and then we will send it to SAP HANA Cloud. And this will all happen on the real time. We will have the opportunity to see on the real time like how these are working together. So before we jump into the demo, it's very important to understand the architecture. Okay, what is going to be our architecture? On the left-hand side, you have S/4HANA Cloud. Okay, and then S/4HANA Cloud, like you can maintain the master data. So you can maintain the customer accounts, materials, which is called also products, and then prices, and then you can also like do some manual orders. Of course, that's the supporting from the S/4HANA Cloud. And then integration suite, we will be using it for data transformation, monitoring, and then we will be seeing like how the messages are getting transformed. And then on the right-hand side, you have a SAP Commerce Cloud, which is our e-commerce portal. That provides a lot of many features like web content management, PCM, and then also this is built. The storefront that we use is a composable SAP composable cloud, also called Spartacus. That is Angular-based storefront. It's very powerful. Some of the offerings like SAP Commerce has like its ready-to-use accelerators provided by SAP Commerce, like B2B, B2C. There are also travel accelerators, marketplace accelerator, telco accelerators. We have built an in-house accelerator on top of the B2B accelerator. We will show you that today in our demo. So this is going to be the architecture. And then like SAP Commerce, we will place an order and we will send it to the S/4HANA Cloud. Now, there might be like a system. Many times we are asked this. Actually, we are still in on-premise. We are not in cloud yet. How do we do that? How do we connect that? Like I said, it's very powerful technology. BTP offers like cloud connector kind of stuff. You can see on the top right corner, ECC and S/4HANA. So if you have a legacy on-prem system, you're not still on cloud. This cloud connector can help us to connect with any cloud environment of the SAP. Like for instance, here, if you have S/4HANA still on-prem, but cloud SAP Commerce Cloud is on cloud, this connector, cloud connector, can help us to connect with your SAP S/4HANA to SAP Commerce Cloud. So this is going to be our architecture, and our integration focuses are like customer and order. Product and price are going to work in the same fashion. So we will try to cover one inbound journey wherein we will be focusing mainly around how this data will exchange. Data will go from S/4HANA to SAP Commerce Cloud, and then vice versa. That is going to be, we'll be placing an order. So without wasting the time, let's jump into the demo session. But before we jump into the demo session, my colleague would like to cover up, like, because we have been highlighting a lot around how this BTP looks like, what are the integration suites. So Gurpreet, over to you.
Yep. Thanks, Nafis. Let me just quickly load up this environment. Okay, so this is an example of the BTP cockpit, which we can see. This is a high-level overview. So SAP offers a 30 days trial version of these environments, which we have used right now. So these are multiple services which are available from the BTP cockpit. So let me give you a quick example of the services which are present. So one of those was the integration suite, which we are using, but also the ABAP environment, which Nafis was mentioning earlier. And also coming down there are build process automations and SAP low code build code, which has low code capabilities using the SAP generative AI features. So coming to the cloud connectors, which Nafis was initially mentioning, we can define multiple cloud connectors over here, connecting to the on-premise systems and then connecting it to the cloud platforms as in whatever the business requirements are. There are multiple users and user roles which can be defined. So every time we spin up an instance from the marketplace, Each of these subscriptions can be defined with a different user roles and subscription user roles and capabilities. So there could be some employees who just need to access the integration suite. So over here, let's see a quick example of the role collections. So I think it's one of these in P related roles which are assigned to any employee for the access of the integration suite. So PI administrator, PI business expert, and PI integration developer. So we can keep adding multiple users to our environment and give them access to whichever systems. Everything can be managed from the BTP cockpit. So let's just jump to the main topic, which is the integration suite. So this is the integration suite which the SAP offers. So here, perfect timing for the session to expire.
This by default comes into the 30 days of trial. So anyone like who is a developer joined here, and if you have a question like how do we get it, it by default comes 30 days trial from the BTP, and you can also get an instances from the you can subscribe to instances like integration suite.
Yeah. So the discover section, this is the discover section which provides us all the capabilities which SAP offers. So here it's not just the connectivity with SAP Commerce. Even if I want a connectivity with Facebook, uh, might be this is not a very B2B relevant topic, but yeah, there are adapters even for the SAP Facebook connectivity, and also for Google AdWords, Google Analytics, everything. All these adapters are out of the box which are present. So for today, the main connector which we have used is the SAP Commerce Cloud Connector. So the SAP Commerce, there are multiple connectors which are available, which provides us the iFlows, which connect various integration objects, which Nafis was mentioning, like the OData object to the iDocs, which are required. They connect to various platforms. And here, the one which we are extensively using is the SAP Commerce to the S4 HANA. So we have already, so Discover provides us all these out-of-the-box capabilities, so we can check them out and start using them in this design section. So this is the one which we have already checked out, and we have performed all our implementations and configurations of the our commerce environments and the configuration of the ERPs, as well as the data level mapping and everything inside this. So most of this is the out of the box configuration. So if you see, we'll have iFlows which connect from B2B customer. So B2B customer for us would be any customer who accesses a specific account. So an account which is hosted in the ERP system can be transported by this replicator B2B customer from S4 HANA to SAP Commerce Cloud. So we will get those accounts with this. That there are products and price related iFlows as well. So let me just quickly go through one of these iFlows and show you how this iFlow looks like. So it's quite interesting how these iFlows look. This is nowhere related to code. These are transformation of messages. So we more of a data mapping, attribute mapping related features. So there are lots of functionalities which are done in between. We can, if required, we can modify the data as well in between. So a kind of mapping if is required, any codes or any value mapping which is required in the other system, that can also be done in this iFlow over here. Coming to the monitoring, how exactly do we monitor if we have received a message? So if we go to this monitoring section, this provides us all the iFlows which we have configured and we have which are connected to our platform. So right now we are seeing that there are around 9 iFlows which are deployed, which are already started and connected with our platforms right now. So like the order one, replicate order from SAP Commerce Cloud to the S4 HANA. So this is already integrated and it's running. So let me just quickly go to one of these iFlows and show you how we can actually monitor replicate B2B customers. So this is one of them, uh, which I was just showing, and one of our use cases. So these are all the messages which we have received in the past 24 hours. There are multiple filtration options which can be done. We can see all the messages which we have received. looks good. Everything is green. We have received that. There are no failures in the past 24 hours. So Nafis will be trying to replicate a scenario, and then we'll be going in depth how these data is transformed, and we'll see how iFlows work. So in this monitoring section, we also have the capabilities to define securities, the credentials. So all these environments, these APIs hosted for the SAP Commerce, these do require authorization credentials. It can be any kind of authorizations. So we can configure all these authorizations at one single place in the security material. Also, like, we can store data over here, that it is a possibility to store data in the in the cloud integration platform, where one of the messages which is received by, suppose, an S4 HANA system, it can be saved and persisted till approximately 30 days, or we can configure that, and that message can be reused to perform any other operations as well. So these are data stores which are configured, and we can configure these as required as well. I think quite similar, the user roles, what we had initially mentioned, whatever roles are required for any customer to access any platform, these are the roles where we can define it. Nafis, you want to go ahead with the customer demo?
Thank you so much for explaining the BTP and integration suite. These are very powerful technology, powerful platform. Thank you so much for that. And let's now jump straight into the demo. Now, there's one more corner I would like to connect upon is on the right-hand side on the screen, if you had seen earlier, my use cases on the SAP Commerce. So SAP Commerce is like come up with the by default a tool called Back Office. Back Office is an admin tool. It provides various services. You can create a role like product cockpit, which allows for your product manager to manage the products before it is actually launched. They can enrich the product. They can preview it before it is launched to the website. Then adaptive search, and also it comes up with like you can manage the searches, like how you'd like the product to appear onto the website.
Boosting rules are available as well.
And then let's talk about today's focus will be integration UI tool, because we are talking a lot on the integration side. So first today, our focus is the use case one is where we are going to send a customer from the S4HANA. So for demo session, because we are using everything trial, okay, we do not have any license. We are using everything trial so that, you know, it's easy for anyone to install, even if after this demo, if they want to try it their own self, they can do that. So this is a 30 days trial of BTP we subscribe to. And we do not have like S4HANA instance. So we will act like we'll use Postman collection. I will quickly show you that. So Postman collection we have prepared. And here we will be trying to pretend like we will be sending a customer. So it will act similar to like S4HANA. The customer has been created in S4HANA. And with the event-driven architecture, the message will be triggered automatically to integration suite. And then from integration suite, we should be able to receive that message into the SAP Commerce Cloud. Okay, so that's an idea. So let's pretend this is S4HANA Cloud. So I'm going to just trigger the message.
Let's just show that the customer doesn't exist, something like, yeah, we can.
Yeah, so for example, here you go into the monitoring tool, inbound and outbound monitoring tool. So this is an inbound monitoring. Okay, in the inbound monitoring, this is a tool in the like SAP Commerce side. You can monitor like what are the messages has come through. Like you can see, these are the messages of just from yesterday and tomorrow, couple of the messages. So like what time is it? 11:35. Just some time ago, we had placed one message. So let's try to just send one record from here and then see if it goes through. Okay, so 202 accepted. So let's try to see if we have received it here in SAP Commerce Cloud. And we see one new message here, 10 past 1. Okay, one B2B customer has arrived. But this is the source system. Let's talk about how this is going to be in integration suite look like. Like Gurpreet has explained, we have also got the monitoring tool here. Okay, so let's see what the messages are. Like you can see 10 past 1. we have a message successfully arrived, SAP replication of B2B customer from HANA to SAP Commerce Cloud. And what it has done, you have seen the iFlow, but I just want to touch upon here is like, if you can see the Postman collection, this is a message that was sent as a SOAP request, okay? And what SAP Commerce wants is OData message. And this is something that with the transformation that integration suite has helped us. Okay, so integration suite has been successfully managed like to transform the messages into the OData services, OData messages, and that OData message has successfully arrived within the SAP Commerce. So this is a one part, and then this is a use case one, of course, that we have just explained. And now let's quickly go into the try to do the use case two. And before we do use case two, we have to show you the storefront. So just a second. So this is our storefront. We have developed. I will probably try to log out and log in and see if, yeah, so I have got, before this demo, I have created one dummy user to just fast track it so that it's easy. And then, so this is a I created before the demo. So once you're logged in, this portal is developed on top of the B2B accelerator from SAP Commerce Cloud. And this is a in-house accelerator that you can, it's like a ready-to-use accelerator, I would say. So once you're logged in, you can see some sections like account overview, order history, the past order history you can see here. Okay, our focus is to place an order. So I will quickly go and try to browse the catalog. So I'll go and browse the catalog. So there are some like equipments I will buy for today. Okay, I want to intend to buy like blood sugar monitor. So let me add one, two of them, fine. And then I will add, let me try to add some other products, CT scanner, which is quite expensive, by the way. So let's try to add, I need 5 of them for my company. It's a big company. Okay, so just pretending. And then let's try to do like an order. It's a quite big order, by the way. So we have like a couple of products I can see in the in the cart page. There are features like I can also have like export products directly from here, and in the CSV file I can also import from the product. Like for example, if I have an Excel or CSV file and it's a quite large order, then I can use Excel and Excel capabilities and Excel and import it directly without going and navigating through the product listing pages and catalogs within the e-commerce. So let's proceed and try to place an order. So I'm being asked now into the checkout page. I'm being asked, okay, if I have any purchase order number, let me do that. I would say test order 1, 2, 3. Oh, sorry. 1, 2, 3. Okay. And then I have to opt in for payment method. So I can either use my credit card, not for this demo. I'm not going to use any credit card, pay later. I can pay later, but I can also use account because these are focusing on the B2B system. So let's try to place an order. Continue, and then next question I'm asked, okay, what's your cost center? Fine, this cost center is selected. By default, I can see the shipping address. I'm fine to deliver on this address, fine. And let's move on to the next step. It asks me like, what is your delivery going to be, delivery method? I want it premium delivery, maybe, okay. A little bit more money I have to pay, so continue. And then after I can review the order. But what is important here after this step is like I place an order, and my idea is that after the placing an order, this order should be successfully sent to the S/4HANA system. That's my use case 2. So here I'm selecting, no, this is not a replenishment order. This is a one-time order I'm placing, and I can review my basket very quickly before I confirm it. And then let's try to place an order. Okay, so order is placed. It says, thank you for your order. I can see my ordered quantity, the amounts, and let's try to see the monitoring tool built. So there are 2 monitoring tools we have shown you today. One is the monitoring tool inbuilt within the SAP Commerce that monitors the inbound messages and outbound messages. Plus, we have shown, Gurpreet has also shown like today, the integration suite monitoring tool, which is the monitoring tool inbuilt within the integration suite that will tell you if there is a issue with your messages, if anything has gone wrong. So let's see. inbound, you have already seen, we have received the customers. Let's talk about outbound. So just now, outbound, we are still waiting. It takes some time to reflect here. I think it hasn't been triggered. Let's see. This is a background node, so it takes some time to place an order. Let's give a couple of minutes, I think. Yeah, sometimes log is not printed here. I don't know, but let's see. Let's see. It appears, but after a while. Okay, so let's see what's happening in SAP CPI, which is Integration Suite. What's happening here? If you have received any messages. Okay. It should arrive. It should take a couple of minutes, I think, because the background processing. So it's probably just taking some time. You can also try and place one a small order, because maybe it got stuck into the approval process. You never know. So let me try to just do a small order, because maybe there are some approval process we have got stuck into. I will place cannula, very less, very small amount. Let me do blood sugar. Okay, view checkout, and then proceed. This is a very small amount money. Okay, fine. And then I'll quickly move on from here, continue, and I will select the same standard delivery. And then I will move on from here. Place order. I think this should be fine, because this will probably not get stuck into any kind of approval process. See?
Yeah,
it has come. See, so the previous one we will check.
There is some approval process.
So here it shows me like successfully the order has been handshaked. Order has been successfully placed. It's 117 in London, and let's quickly go into Integration Suite to see what was the status here. Okay, yeah, you can see like here the order from SAP Commerce Cloud to S/4HANA has been completed. When it's completed, means it has been successfully sent across. And you can see some of the, like, you can also download the payload just in case you want to, like if there is an error, you can see and check how the payloads look like. So here the transformation of the messages has happened, like we described, one of the feature of Integration Suite. So SAP Commerce Cloud has sent the order in the OData message, and then SAP Integration Suite was responsible for the transformation. Like you can see, this is the message in OData messages here. And then like after this payload, you can see IDOC conversion. Okay, so successfully this have been converted into IDOC. That is the one supported by S/4HANA. Okay, so in other use cases can be like you want to send it to another ERP system. Let's say not to the S/4HANA. You may have like a ERP system that is not based on SAP. It's non-SAP system. So here also, like, we can transfer the message from OData to the required format accepted by your ERP. So that's the I think that was our use case too.
I think it might be interesting if we can show the iFlows as well.
Exactly. Yeah, that's a good suggestion. So like Gurpreet has already shown the integration flows for the first scenarios where replication of customers. So let's quickly check the order because there are so many artifacts here. Like I said, it's a pre-built integrations. You don't have to start from scratch. And here we are using completely out of the box. So only thing that we have done is the configuration part, where we have configured our URL, the destination URLs, and the source URL. That's it. Rest all is completely out of the box. So let's see what we have done. This is our integration suite, like replicate order from SAP Commerce Cloud to S/4HANA. So let's quickly see what's happening around. This is our sender. So which sender is the SAP Commerce. So SAP Commerce is sending with OData messages, fine, because SAP Commerce can only send OData. I mean, cannot only send it. So out of the box, they send out of OData. But here, like what S/4HANA wants in the form of data is like IDOC. Okay, so what we have done, we have been like, first of all, logging the messages to make sure, just to check if the messages are okay, received, just in case there is tomorrow any issues with the data. or any errors, we can debug that. And this is the main part that we wanted to highlight. It's called mapping of iDocs. So here we are transforming the messages. So it's like we are mapping from OData to iDocs. It's still loading. Let's give some time here. Yeah. So on the left hand side, it's OData. On the right hand side is iDoc. So we are doing one-to-one mapping. It's very easy to map here. Yeah. Like, for example, I can show you one of the examples.
The interface also looks quite interesting, quite similar to our childhood games, which you used to map one object to the other.
So for example, let's see if I have an order code, how it looks like. Order code, even country code is fine. Country code is mapped to, because country code is the country ISO code is for SAP Commerce, but here in iDoc, they want to have populated into the different fields. So currency ISO. So we mapped it, and then at the end, we generate the iDoc to send to S/4HANA. So this is a demo part. I think we have got 9 minutes left. And let's move on to because this is an important section of the webinar, to have the Q&A session. So
we are open for questions. Loki, can you check if you have some questions?
Yeah, so one of the first questions that have come in are, can the composable storefront, Spartacus, be integrated directly with the SAP BTP integration suite, bypassing SAP Commerce? If so, what are the key benefits of doing this?
So I think with the recent upgrades, the Spartacus does offer straightaway connectivity with the ERPs as well as the integration suite. So the key benefit would be where the data refresh is quick, where we want quick data refresh and we do not want to persist the data in the commerce platform. So, but I think the source data is always what we maintain is the ERP platform. So it does helps, but it only helps when both the systems are not synchronized, I'll say.
Okay. Another question that we have, what is the licensing cost of BTP?
So BTP comes up with the different licenses. You also have pay-as-you-go options. So you pay based on your actual uses, system utilizations, how much you're using actually, data uses, and number of API calls. Then there is another licensing is like enterprise agreement. So some companies can purchase credits that can be spent on various BTP services throughout the contractual period. Then one comes up with, if I'm not wrong, is a subscription module. Subscription model is like companies purchase license for a specific bundles or services on a per pay use, like per capacity basis. Then our last one is the interesting one is the free tier, which is the one we used for demo purpose. So it offers the free trial version, 30 days. So not more than that, unfortunately. And you can use that as well if you're a developer.
Perfect, thank you. So the next question is, how will the eCommerce platform review order updates?
Like what we had shown for the outbound journey, there are quite similar iFlows which are present in the integration suite, which can be used for the inbound journey as well. So each and every process, each and every steps in the entire order purchase journey can be monitored and sent to the commerce platform as a form of an update. So ERP keeps on sending iDocs. We again transform them to an integration object, which is much more relevant to commerce. And we display the exact message, what that specific order would be in. So suppose if there is a delivery which has been created, or if there are multiple deliveries which have been created, these do come in to the commerce platform again via the integration suite. So I think the integration flow already provides these setups already for us. We can provide multiple hooks. Commerce can do any level of customization where we can send communication emails or anything whichever is required from the commerce platform side. So yes, we do receive each and every update from the commerce platform, from the ERP to the commerce platform.
Perfect. And moving on to the next question, can you explain how you would sync the price? Is this maintained in the ERP?
So prices are like maintained in the ERP, like in our use case today for S/4HANA. Prices are can be maintained on SAP ERP system. And then it can be communicated on the real-time basis to SAP Commerce Cloud. So how it works, like every time you are applying a discounts, whether it's a common discounts or like you are applying for a group level to a specific customer group, or you are adding a new price or changing a price. So with the by default SAP event-driven feature, it will basically come to as for SAP Commerce integration suite, and integration suite will communicate to as for SAP Commerce. So it's pretty much real time. Okay, you every time it changes, it will reflect on your, like Gurpreet is showing you also. Thanks Gurpreet for that. Is one of the out of the box integration for pricing and discounts here, and also the order notifications. If you can see, that was I think the previous question.
So any notifications from the S4HANA will be coming via the one of these iFlows. So these are standardized messages which ERP offers. ERP uses order 05 and delivery 07, which get generated at any moment of time, and then we receive these SMS messages.
That's great. So it seems that the integration suite is quite an excellent tool.
Indeed.
But the person who asked this question doesn't have SAP ERP. We have a non-SAP system. Can they still use integration suite for API management?
Of course, you can use. We have seen there are many adapters are supported. So not only non-SAP, like Gurpreet was showing about Facebook, right? So that's interesting. Like you can even post a message directly to the Facebook, and it has a HTTP adapter available. So just in case your company do not have SAP ERP, you are using different ERP, and you can expose HTTP services. As for we can, like, it can be integrated with the integration suite very easily. You can call, and we have also seen in our today's section, like you can also manage the credentials, like, because now you're connecting to the API, the company might say, okay, we would be using the OAuth 2.0, or maybe we using a basic credential. So you will configure those within the here. And these are the adapters supported. Like there are many more, like JDBC, you have JMS, you have RFC, you have SFTP. So not only limited to just SAP, but like you can also use SFTP server. Like for example, you're still on legacy platform, you want to send a CSV file, okay, from the, like once your order is generated, or maybe you have an export job running, you want to export it in CSV, that is also possible. You can post it on FTP or SFTP server.
Yeah.
Even to Azure storage, you can see there are various options, Dropbox.
Yeah. So the destination can be anything. So for this use case, we have been specific to the SAP platforms, but as Nafis mentioned, these adapters there are various adapters present which we can use. This entire iFlows can be customized to any customer needs and then used as per requirement.
Right. And SAP keeps on expanding on
it.
So tomorrow, indeed. I think like they keep on adding new adapters.
Perfect. The last question that's come in is, so I am on premise and still using legacy SAP ECC. How can we move to the cloud?
So SAP ECC, and it can be SAP ECC or even S4HANA. The answer is same. So we have a very interesting feature like Cloud Connector within the BTP. So if you are still on-prem and you want to connect with the cloud infrastructure, cloud environment. In this case, I gave an example of SAP Commerce Cloud. So basically, you're not directly communicating with SAP Commerce Cloud. You're communicating with integration suite, which is also on cloud. So SAP BTP comes up with the cloud connector, okay, and that will help you to your on-prem system to connect to the cloud environment.
Yeah. So the delivery form, the messages which we were referring to, like for any orders or any deliveries or any customers, these message formats can change based on the platform. It can be based on the on-premise ECC system or based on the S4HANA cloud system. But the integration suite is capable enough to transform any kind of messages. So if the ECC doesn't support the delivery 07 message, which I was earlier showing, it might be somewhere a bit lower version or some other version of a delivery, and integration suite can be used to transform these kind of messages to the message which is required by the commerce platform.
Okay, perfect. Well, that seems to be all of the questions that have come in so far. So if you guys just want to say any last words, or if anyone would like to leave any questions in these last moments.
Yeah, for any further details or any other clarifications, feel free to reach out. Loki will be sharing our contact details. I'm Gurpreet and Nafis.
Khan. So these are our email addresses.
Yeah.
Just in case you have any questions or anything that you'd like to connect upon, these are our contact details.